Hello, darlings, and welcome to another SOULSPACE podcast show with me, NICKYALAN. Psychic medium, angel communicator, best-selling author, you name it. If it's out of this world, I'll be dealing with it on this programme. You're stuck with me today, though. Yeah, you're stuck with me. I was going to have a guest, but they will be coming soon, so hang on in there. But yes, you're going to put up with me. And today we're going to deal with something that I get. Oh my goodness, if I had a fiver for every time someone asked me about this, I would be sitting in a mansion being fed grapes by naked waiters. Just saying. I'm going to be talking to you today about meditation. Now, I get two types of questions. One, how do I meditate? Because my mind won't shut up. And two, why is it that when I'm meditating, I don't see a thing? So let me just grab hold of this meditation thing for you. The first thing I have to say to you is meditation is basically about a thought-induced or a energy-induced visualization that takes you into a different dimensional state of mind, which is known as the alpha brainwave state. You can then go into beta or theta, but you know me, I keep it real, and I don't want to start talking about all the different states. I don't know much about them either, to be fair, but this is how I see it. You literally live on a frequency, which I say so much about, we all do as humans. On the earth plane, we have this big meat suit around us. We also have an ego that drags us down, and we need this. And as you know, if you know me, I use the analogy, if you go into the sea and you want to go scuba diving, you have to wear the kit. And we are wearing the kit by wearing this meat suit. Also, we have this ego which gets in the way, okay, which I'll explain again in a minute about what that's about. So what happens is that we are in this like human soup on the earth plane. Now, the celestial realms, the crystal palace, the spirit world, whatever you want to refer to it as, is as light as anything. It is light. It literally is light, actually. It's very, very high frequency, and it hasn't got anything that bogs it down. So just imagine it as a cloud floating past, okay? And we are the dense soil, if you like, of the earth. So what happens is we need to meet in the middle, which is pretty tough, isn't it? Because you've got to get a cloud meeting with soil. So we have to raise our energy, raise our vibration as high as we possibly can through the ego, through the human body. And obviously the spirit world then has to see us raising our energy, lower its frequency just a little bit so we can meet in the middle. As I say, it's very difficult. Remember this, because another analogy I use is mixing oil with water. We are completely two different layers. Now, some of us are born awake. And what I mean by that is someone like me. I remember past lives. I can connect up to the spirit world whenever I want to, at literally the click of a finger. I'm there. And I can see someone already, so let me come back down. Otherwise, that's going to ruin the podcast. Thank you very much, lovely ma'am. And so it's because I'm an ambassador, and my whole path down here that I've agreed to do is to be awake to teach you, okay? And so that's why I find it so easy to get to the frequency. That is why I create guided meditations for you, because you will find it very hard if you're still what I call asleep, all right? Now, let's start at the basics of meditation, and then we'll go from there. Please don't think that it has to be a chore. You don't have to sit there, with your finger and your thumb in a circle, sitting with your legs crossed, ooming it out. You don't have to do that at all, okay? Because when you start thinking you have to do that and you have to get a result and you have to sit with your legs crossed, you're already creating stress. You're already creating some of your ego in that mix. Now, when I talk about the ego and the physical body, what happens is that when they're trying to kind of mix with you, which they can do in dream state as well, which is the alpha brainwave state, we need to be an open portal of energy, right? So when ego, like fear, doubt, is this really happening? Or is that really someone showing me that? Or should I do this? Or is that dangerous? Or am I opening self to evil? And all that other pants that comes with it. You are blocking the link, Okay, so we've done the external part, which is we know that we're really like a heavy energy. So we've got to get past that. And then the second part, the internal energy, is us putting our thought process into it, blocking the natural flow of them coming in and showing us visualization, giving us messages, showing us philosophy, whatever it is that's happening. So we've got to work on that as well. Now, if you're new to meditation, I always say this, be mindful when you're doing things you love. So, for instance, I meditate every day I can when I go down to the beach. Now, people say, well, what, do you sit on a rock and cross your legs and zoom in? No. Meditation is you allowing your mind to be put into a state of peace and tranquility without any human thoughts interfering whilst you're doing something. So, for instance, if you love walking, close your mind down and just be present. Okay, acknowledge, the bird song, acknowledge where you're walking, acknowledge the sound it makes when you walk through wherever you are, acknowledge the smells, acknowledge everything around you, being present. Now, that is basically meditation. So, you could be swimming. Me walking by the beach is my meditation, and I just literally close my mind down to any other thought processes and just concentrate on the sound of the waves, the power of the waves that day, the sand beneath my feet, and obviously Teddy's with me and I acknowledge his energy as well. And that's when I get thoughts and processes. In fact, most of the things that I get or the ideas that I get to assist you, whether it's guided meditation or what crystals to get you, whatever it is, it comes from my beach walks. That is my meditation. In the bath, lots of people meditate in the bath because water is a natural conduit to the spirit world. And so by being in water, we are a natural conduit for them to come. They can connect with us so easy in water. Okay? Gardening. Anything that, on a motorbike, well, obviously it's not on a motorbike, but do you know what I mean? Going on a motorbike, doing something you love, just thinking of the power of the bike, then stopping in a place that's full of nature, doing something that's going to lead you to feel that tranquility and peace and cut out that, oh God, I've got to get fish fingers for dinner tomorrow. Oh, I've got to pick the kids up at 3. Meditation doesn't have to be that closing your eyes and going off to somewhere. You can teach yourself to close your mind just to being in the present in anything you love doing. Okay. So yeah, the motorbike analogy is not too bad because you just think about the power. You think about you being on your own with the wind, in your, well, it's not in your hair, it's in your helmet. But do you know what I mean? It's just being in a space that you love doing something and not thinking of anything else. That's a really good step to be mindful and be in the present. And then from that, you don't have to do that by all means. I'm just giving examples of how meditation can be. You can be quite easily put into the alpha brainwave state by gardening, walking, just sitting in nature. Okay. Now, the other thing is as well is that when you start meditating, because people say, well, how do I open my energy up? How do I start my path? Meditation. You could go to hundreds of classes, spiritual classes, but meditation is key because it's almost like a shortcut to your development, to your spiritual growth, because it's a personal thing and you are literally plugging back into source and they're showing you, oh, hello, Nick, you're back up here. Right, let's get going. Okay, so it's like a shortcut to spiritual growth and learning. So what you need to do is the easiest thing to do is guided meditations, okay? Guided meditations will prepare you, if they're good enough, they will prepare you to getting into that sleep state. Is actually a sleep state, the alpha brainwave state, so that you can receive imagery, feelings, thoughts and processes that come purely from the divine. Okay, so the preparation for meditation is that you need to make sure that you are not going to get disturbed. That's the number one thing. So, if you've got kids and a hubby or a wife, whatever, say, look, darling, I'm going to go and do a meditation, I'm going to go up in the bedroom. Can you just keep the kids down here? If it's that sort of scenario, or take yourself off and sit in the car somewhere, looking at a beautiful area, or even just put your earbuds in and go and sit on a bench by the sea in a park or woodland, whatever you want to do. Okay, find a room that's a sanctuary for you to easily do meditation. Have a glass of water at the end of it because you're going to need that to kind of ground yourself. Okay, make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing, nothing that's going to like bug you when you're sitting there. Now, this is the number one thing that I always say to people. A lot of you will be prone to be falling asleep. Okay, so the number one thing is don't lay down and do meditation. Sit up, but comfortably, so make sure you're nicely supported while you're sitting up. And that may help you to not fall asleep, okay? We'll talk about the sleep thing again in a minute. Make sure that you haven't eaten heavily beforehand because that is going to send you into a sleep straight away, all right? And that's going to frustrate you. The other thing is as well, don't have alcohol. Don't have alcohol because that's just, that's not going to help either. The other thing is as well, lots of people, up to you, but when I meditate, I really like to be open to anything they want to bring me. Now, when you are first starting out, your guides or your mum or your nan or wherever they are may come into your consciousness and they may bring phenomena with them, which could be their perfume or their certain smell. My nan, it always smells of, it's a bit like a mothbally floral talky smell. Right, my mum is normally fags. It's really nice cigarette smell. So what I would say is some people do this, some don't, but some people like incense and, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't do that because if you are open to smelling things, right, clairalience, then that's going to muck that up, isn't it? Because if you suddenly get a smell of something, think, oh my God, that's my mum's smell, that's my brother's smell, whatever, then you're going to really know that they're there. Does that make sense? Depending on what meditation you're doing. So I wouldn't have anything smelly going on in the room, okay? Because I feel like you want all your senses awake and alive to any phenomena that's going to be brought to you, okay? Now, also, some people prefer to do meditation with their eyes open. So it's like a bit of a scrying type of energy. So, by all means, if you want to have your eyes open while you're doing it, have a candle burning, obviously not a scented one, and just look at the flame. That's what a lot of people do. Or possibly sometimes, they can look into mirrors if you want to do mirror scrying. Go with what your intuition is telling you, okay? I've just recently done a YouTube video where I was sitting there and I thought, oh, Catherine's here, one of my guides. I haven't heard from her for ages. And she's telling me to grab a crystal ball for the channeling. I'm like, oh, go on then. Let it be organic. Just feel what they're telling you to do because they know how to aid your connection to the divine. Okay, so go with it. However, just if you feel, oh, no, I've got to do that, but the person doing the guided meditation is telling you to do something else, ignore it. Go with what your intuition is saying because that is your higher voice or your guide or your guardian angel saying, no, don't listen to her. Do it this way. Okay, so don't ever change your perception, your feelings, your intuition just because someone else has told you not to, Go with what you're shown. So many people say to me, oh, God, I feel really awful because you told me to walk into a field and I didn't. I went to a lake. And I'm like, yes, hallelujah, brilliant. Good, because that's your lot jumping in. So, no, we need to take you here instead. Okay, so go with it. Let it organically flow. So the preparation is so important. Also, if you're tired, if you're stressed, if you just had a row, don't do it. You're in the wrong mindset. You need to be in the best possible mindset you can be, okay? By all means, if you're suffering with mental health or you've got depression or anything like that, that doesn't matter because, that's not something that's made you aggressive. It's just something that's made your energy denser. So still do it, if you have got depression because this can really help alleviate mental health issues. Okay? The next thing is you have to find music that you love if you're doing a guided meditation. There is nothing worse than putting music on that just grates you and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this, but I have to because it's a meditation. Absolutely not. Make sure you check that you love the music, okay? Because it's not going to work, trust me. The next thing as well is make sure you like the voice. Now, you're hearing me now, Nicky from Essex, but then I turn into this voice and just allow me to take you into this process, feeling tranquil, balanced. and allow me to take you. Now, that's my meditation voice. So make sure you like the voice of the person. There is a certain person who I spent a fortune. I was in an airport once. I spent a fortune on this meditation pack. I thought, oh, lovely. I'm going out to Spain to my mum's for a month. I'll have a little listen to that. Oh, my God. Her voice grated through me like a poker. I just couldn't stand it. And I just gave it away. She annoyed me. It was so, oh, now you're going here. What do you see? What? And I'm like, oh, I can't handle it. Can't handle it. So where do I go for the music? You can, by all means, I've got loads of free downloads on my YouTube channel. Have a look on YouTube. I love Pura Rasa. I love her voice. I love her music, and I can literally link straight up with her. She's beautiful. I've also, if you want your own individual downloads, have a look on my website, okay? Because I literally come up with them. They channel their ideas to me up there, and I go, right. And I go and get a composer. I get the music perfect to how I want it, and then I provide it for you. So I have a whole library of guided meditations in my website, in my shop. So get a guided meditation if you don't know what you're doing to begin with, okay? Now, as I say, let the guided meditation take you. Just all you got to do is just best if you put earphones on, but do not listen to them in a car or on a motorbike because you're going to go into alpha brainwave state. Do you know what I mean? So just literally make sure that you're in a safe environment and you're not going to get disturbed. It's as simple as that, okay? So you plug your earplugs in, and you lay back. If you are confident you're not going to fall asleep, or you sit back, make sure you're comfortable, and just literally grab hold of every word and sound on that meditation. In a minute, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen when you go up. Darlings, just to let you know, if you go to my website, NICKYALAN.co.uk, a pop-up will pop up. Yes, it will. It'll pop up. And it will give you the opportunity to join my subscribe tribe, where you will receive newsletters. These give you loads of personal anecdotes of what's happened in the week. I also love to give you giveaways and give you inspiration, spiritual talk, and also a beautiful little angel card reading at the end. It really is building into a wonderful community, just the newsletter in itself. Don't forget, I'm on YouTube as well, where I give you loads of different videos to help you in your spiritual development and awareness of the angels. And just an exclusive for you, there'll be a new Channeling Heaven program where I shall be literally going up to the Crystal Palace and bringing direct messages to you from the angel realms and the spirit world to help humanity. And on top of that, if you really do want to take spiritual development a stage further, have a look at my shop, where I provide many guided meditations for your development. We have the 10-hour tarot course, the Prism Living spiritual development course. We have the QR tarot cards, which are wonderful, and loads of other stuff, including my books if you'd like a signed version. So pop over to the shop area of my website, where you can just delight yourself in buying all sorts of wonderful spiritual things. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. And I look forward to connecting with you both in my tribe on YouTube and through my newsletter. So now you're listening to, let's just say you're listening to my guided meditation. I can totally, and this isn't a plug because it is free as well. Say I'm taking you to the Crystal Palace, right? So I'm taking you up and you are there. Now, this is what happens with people that are trying to get used to meditation and they think they're a failure, right? So they're going up, they're on the path to the Crystal Palace, and then they suddenly think, oh God, I've got to take the dog to the vets at 3. I wonder if I'll get this done by then. And then all these thoughts start coming in. Now, the aim of the game at this point, when you start getting human thoughts to come in, right, is to literally put them in a little bubble, push them away, and then just bring yourself back to my voice. Okay? And if another one comes in, just do the same. Do not get angry with yourself, because your mind is supposed to be alert and is supposed to be, connecting with patterns and routines. It's supposed to be alerting you of things you need to do. Okay? So don't get annoyed with yourself, because the more you get frustrated, the more that you're not going to be able to get into that meditative state. Okay, so give yourself a break. It is bloody hard. It is so hard. I still find it's hard now, and I've been meditating inadvertently since I was a kid. So don't be hard on yourself. I think sometimes the best way of doing it, and lots of people tell me this, they plug in on the train on the way from home. Sometimes they just watch people and listen to the words, or they just close their eyes and listen to it. And the rattling of the train is conducive, so perhaps travelling in the back of a car or something, chuck them on. But just don't worry about the voices coming in your head saying, you've got to go and pick the kids up at 4. All right, just go, right, okay, thank you, off you go. And then bring yourself back in, all right, and just keep persevering. Practice makes perfect with this. I kid you not. I get so many people email me, I still can't do it. Yeah, well, you've got to rise your energy above ego and your physical body and through the ether, that's the atmosphere of the planet, up to me, light and sound. Right, so just bear with it. Be patient. Some people are naturals and go straight up there and see things straight away. Others can't. It doesn't matter. It's all about your intention, okay? So when you get these little thought bubbles, push them away and come back to my voice and just continue going, all right? Now, if you fall asleep, it doesn't matter because I will be talking to your subconscious, or any guided meditation. Your subconscious will still hear, your soul will still hear. So it's not a wasted thing. The other thing is as well is that perhaps you needed that sleep. Perhaps you're overworked. Perhaps you actually do need to stop for 5 minutes and your body's like, thank Christ for that, I need a nap. All right, so don't beat yourself up if you fall asleep as well, okay? The other thing is as well is that when you actually get to these places, the next thing, and this is from experience of me training students for like 30 odd years, right? So I'm covering all the things that will happen to you. The next thing is that you see an angel, say like we're doing Crystal Palace, you see an angel open the door and then you go, oh, is it though? Is it an angel? Am I making it up? Am I imagining it? Is Nicky kind of put it in my head? So I'm like, yeah, that's an angel. So as soon as you do that, you jump from right-hand brain, which is obviously all of the creativity and the openness, which obviously matches with the pineal gland and everything else to just send you to the source with your chakras open, right? Which is your third eye and your crown chakra. It's all open and lovely. And then boom, you've just thrown yourself into the left-hand side of the brain, which is logic, analysis, grounding. So by doing that and questioning what you're seeing, you are going to drop yourself down quicker than a stone in water. Okay? So make sure that you go with it. All right? Anything is possible. Don't think you are not worthy enough to stand in front of an angel just because you're not a medium or a light worker. You are part of one. You are spirit in a human body. You have got every right to connect back to source and experience exactly the same as what any medium on this planet can do. Okay? So don't forget that. So go with it, because ordinarily what happens is that angel could then perhaps take you to the reality layer and you could talk to your mum and you're thinking, I'm making it up because I miss my mum so much. Then your mum will tell you something that's going to happen in the future, right? And then it happens, you think, oh my God. Or your mum might say to you, I tell you what, just to prove this is me talking to you, because my dad does it all the time, you'll see a butterfly when you come out of this, and then a butterfly land on your shoulder. Do you know what I mean? So go with it. Do not allow your logic, your analysis, and your self-doubt and your skepticism break the link that is most probably happening for real. Okay? Don't do it to yourselves. Go with it. Honour it. Humour it if you like. Have a go. The other thing is as well is I remember this, and it comes up quite a lot. Someone said, I was doing a group meeting, and I could see someone come out of the meditation, and she was like, and I thought, wow, that's really weird, because I have the ability to kind of like feel everybody else's energy in the circle, and she come out of it, but she was really deep. I thought, what's all that about? So afterwards, she was too scared because she'd been taken to a woodland, and she was too scared to go in there just in case there was something evil in there. I'm like, okay, right, let's just sort this out as we go along. When you meditate, you are going to the most beautiful place ever, okay, which is the divine energy. The other thing is as well is that when you are there, You are a beautiful light worker that is connecting with nothing and intending to connect with nothing that is just light, positivity and beauty. So there is absolutely no way with your guides, whether you're aware of them or not, that you are going to connect with anything negative, right? Negative people with negative intentions that are, you know, really low, they could possibly attract evil if they really tried hard. But it is so difficult to do that, okay? So please don't think you're opening yourself up to the unknown. That's absolute rubbish. You are just going home. It's surreal, and half the time you'll think this didn't really happen. But when you start going up more and more, the visualizations and the feelings and the experiences become more clear. And especially with the Crystal Palace download, you know, you can go to all different layers. And the beauty of what I used to see in meditations when I was taking students through this is that they used to say, oh, I turned right and I think, oh, they're going to the cherubim chamber. And they went, oh, and there was this big milky pool and these cherubim on the wall. I'm like, oh my God. And then someone else go, I went there as well. So they have laid out a man-made map of heaven that everybody can corroborate with each other when they go to these different chambers, which I think is remarkable. I need to put that in my next book, actually. So you are opening yourself up to a world of magnificence, learning, magic. It's like I have people say to me, can you tell my mum that I really miss her and I love her? And I go, dude, you've just done it. And they go, what do you mean? So I said, you've just done it. She can hear you. She can hear your vibration. She can feel your intention. She knows you're sending love up to her. Okay? And you don't need a medium to do that. And then I say to them, why don't you just go up there and say it yourself as well? Go and sit and have a cup of tea with her. And they think, well, I can't do that. Open your minds, my darlings. Religion, society tell you that you shouldn't be able to do that. Oh, no, you can't be doing that. You're dicing with the devil. You're going to some unknown thing. Absolute rubbish. Just do it for yourself and see the beauty that you'll expose yourself up there to. And especially if you're doing, like, for instance, meeting your guide. You know, go up and speak with your guide. Your guide will take you on learning missions so much quicker than any class will do. They will show you your path. They'll show you what you're meant to be doing down here. They could potentially show you past lives. They could potentially say you need to heal this in your soul because it isn't right. They might say to you, this is what you need to be doing. You're on the wrong path. Every single thing that I've done, which has been life-altering and life-changing, has been on the word of guides. And then there's been a backup afterwards. When I say backup, I'll come back down and then I'll get a synchronicity or a sign that they've told me about to back up what they've just said. So you're opening yourself up not only to, you know, there's all different things that you might want to meditate for. It's not just about spirit contact, guide contact, spiritual development. It can literally just be for relaxation. It can be just to relax your mind, to de-stress. Just take all of that racing thought stuff going on, take it out of your head for 5 minutes, 50 minutes. We all need to charge ourselves back into a very powerful source, which is our own power. We don't realise how powerful we are. So even if we just sit in our own power, we just sit in our own silence for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, hour and a half, however long you want, you are recharging your soul. You are erasing all of the crap that's accumulated. It's like defragging. You know, like the defragmentation in a computer. You're clearing the cookies. You're clearing the cookies from your energy so that you can just cope a bit better. And yes, there are some people that have got so much going on in their lives. You know, some people that overthink, over-worry, over-project. They're the ones that are going to find it really difficult to just stay in that space and not think of getting fish fingers for tomorrow. But do you know what? It's okay. Keep doing it, because what happens is eventually is your guides, as I say, whether you're aware of them or not, will think, hang on a minute, she's really trying here. Her auric field is raising up and I can see that her chakras, her third eye and crown chakra are buzzing here. She's really trying to go up. I'm going to help her. I'm going to assist her. I recognise this intent. And they will assist that light, and they will open up this huge vacuum of energy to assist you to go up to that state of being. They will start recognising it. And normally one of the main things people see and report is eyes looking at them when they first start meditating. Eyes just blinking and looking at them. That's the spirit world. That's spirit people going, oh, hello, what are you doing up here? Oh, welcome. Okay, then you've come up here. That's great. Right? Why is it that people in society create this? Oh, is there a heaven or is there an afterlife? Why are you questioning it? Go up and see it for yourself. It's there. The Bible, religion, it all says, oh, wait until you're saved or repent and then you'll be able to see. No. Just literally meditate. I promise you, if you continue to meditate and your intent is to find out there's an afterlife, oh, you'll find it. You'll be up there having a cup of tea with your mum before you even know it. You'll be there running around with your dog that's just passed, throwing it, its bowl again. This is what I want to try and bring to people, to wake them up to it's not a possibility. It is a fact that we are souls in a human body, and those souls literally yearn to connect back with home, yearn for you, your consciousness, to have an easier life because they know there's an answer. It's like you trying to fight. You've been stuck on a crossword for like 3 days and you're like, for God's sake, and yet your soul's going, well, if you go to page 99 at the end of the book, the answers are there, but you won't listen to that and you're still really getting frustrated. It's like, oh my God, I know the answers to this. If you just shut up and listen to me, start meditating, because when you're meditating, your mind and your body quietens and it only opens to the divine. And when the divine comes in, perhaps I'm sounding a bit too biblical with bleeding self calling it divine, but when, the angelic realms, spiritual realms, whatever intent or whatever frequency they intend for you to connect with and you intend to connect with, it's brought to you and it will make your life so much easier. By doing this, your solar plexus just goes boom. Your intuition grows louder than your ego. So when you go into a situation on the earth plane and your intuition goes, don't do this, she's not right. You go, no, you're all right, thank you. It could be the best offer in the world, but your intuition is saying, no, don't do it. It leads you to bigger and better things, being more aware of yourself, being more aware of your higher voice. It will make your life so much easier. And you know what? I have to say, and you'll know this if you've read my books and you follow me on my YouTube and all the rest of it, is that I never feel alone. I always feel that I can phone them up whenever I want through meditation. And the beauty of opening that line up of communication is that they can come in and influence you in dream state. So you think, was that a dream? Wasn't it a dream? It's so lucid and so clear, and it'll be advice. Mostly from spirit guide, or it could even be your nan, your mum, someone coming down. I've, even just lovely things. A couple of weeks ago, I was just sitting on a beach with my mum. They're just like sitting there chilling out. There was no magical defining, this is what's going to happen, Nicky. We just sat there chilling out on a beach. It was lovely. And you'll know that they are connections from the spirit world because they are so lucid and clear, and you remember every single thought, feeling, colour and space that you were in during that dream. So get yourself a soul journal, get yourself a notepad, write them out because they could be relevant for later on. And by all means, go to dream analysis websites. Dream Moods is quite a good one. And, analyse your dreams, because you could be being brought messages through symbology or wherever you were and what you were doing in your dream. There is so much worry and frustration going on the earth plane at the moment. And to raise your vibration to that higher level of tranquility, peace, knowledge, utopia, to just plug back in to what you will be living 24/7 when you pass until you come back down here again. How amazing is that? But why is it that society and religion and everything else around us makes us feel we're not worthy of that? Why does everybody create this afterlife as such an enigma? Because it isn't. And do you know what I think it is? Is because we all went back to being awake and connecting with these other, celestial layers. We'd be so much more powerful. And, the fat cats and the people that run this world, who think they run this world, they would be scared by that. They would be scared by that, I think. And so at this time of potential crisis that we have on the planet, on a political, financial, material, whatever way you want to call it, whatever level we're at, this is a time to wake up. This is a time to start knowing what your intuition is telling you. This is a time to start standing up for what you know and believe in. This is a time for you to change your life by listening to your intuition and connecting back with Source, who will guide you on what you need to be doing. This is the time. And, if any of you have watched my YouTube channel where, I don't think it's come out yet, where I channel Catherine, and she talks about our responsibilities. And she says, I'm sure it was Catherine that said this, or was it Ariel, that basically we don't realise the power of our prayer, of our thoughts, or of our intentions. So us sending, thoughts of love and concern over to the Ukraine, for instance, or the Palestinian-Israel conflict, we are sending these thoughts, we're sending this energy across of love and compassion and wishing them safe. That is tangible. That energy is tangible. Energy can't dissipate. So send thoughts and prayers out to them. Send thoughts and prayers out to animals that are suffering. Send thoughts and prayers out to children that are suffering. Send thoughts and prayers out to the planet that's suffering, And you think, it's just a thought. No, it's not, because that sends a ripple effect of energy that can actually create massive change. And through you meditating and through you opening up regularly to that beautiful consciousness, your energy becomes stronger. And what inadvertently happens as well is that, for instance, you'll say, God, I really need someone to help me with this. And bang, they will be right on your doorstep. Like, proverbially, it could be, proverbially, that's not a word. I'm making words up. I'm loving it. There's going to be a new Nicky dictionary. But, there could be someone that just emails you or you bump into, says, I do that. And you think, oh, my God. You think, I really need help with this bill. Bang, suddenly money will turn up. The amount of synchronicity and the way the universe supports you when you open your energy up is absolutely gobsmacking. And what I absolutely adore at the moment is, because I've started this new wake-up thing that I'm doing, right? And there's people going, oh, my God, I can't believe it. This happened yesterday. I go, yeah, welcome to my world. Yeah, but how did that happen? Don't worry about how it happened. Just accept that this is your new way of life, that when you think something, it will happen. When you just do something, you'll get a sign that it's the right way forward. And these people are like, oh my God. And then some people are getting scared. They're like, oh my God, hang on a minute. I asked for this and it happened today. Yeah, great. Yeah, but is it something evil? No, of course it's not. You've gone home, you've woken up, you've created a link between your human body, you've opened your chakra points up that have allowed your soul to go up on this sublime link to the source, and they go, yeah, okay, we'll help you. They're there to help. The angels are there to help. And the more people I can reach this message to, the better. Why should you sit in sufferance and in this encased meat suit and feel like you're alone? You're not. But as I keep saying, society, peers, pressure, religion, all these sort of things tell you, you have to do this, you have to do that as you suffer wrath and all the rest of it. And, what you believe in fairies, oh God, yeah, right, there's no afterlife. Forget the skeptics, forget religion, forget, all of the peers and all of the society that tell you shouldn't be entering into this mindset, and just bloody go for it and let them watch you grow into this beautiful rose where you bloom and you have nothing but shining radiance around you. Can't hurt, can it? Dip your toe in. And by dipping your toe in, just give it a go. Just plug a little meditation in and see what happens. This is the next thing that I want to say, and I laugh about this and I love it so much. Again, if I had a fiver for everybody who said this to me, when you do your meditation and then they go, I got nothing. I went, no, you didn't. No, Exactly. I got absolutely nothing, just complete blackness, absolutely nothing. I'm like, oh, God. So did you think about whether you got to buy fish fingers? I don't know what this thing is about fish fingers with me today. I've got no clue. Did you think about fish fingers that you got to buy for tomorrow? No. Did you think you got to pick your dog up from the vets at free? No. Did any human thought process enter into your energy while you sat there in that darkness? No. I went, congratulations. You've just smashed it, lady. So when you sit and get absolutely nothing whatsoever, do not think, well, that's crap. You have just pushed yourself back home. And at the moment, all they want you to do is sit in your own power, sit in the silence and just get used to how to keep yourself an open channel tube, if you want, an open conduit. When you get nothing come into your mindset, even if you don't see what, the guided meditation's telling you what to see, it doesn't matter. It means they have sat you in your power and you just wait. The same thing goes for people that say, I just saw colour. Rubbish, didn't see anything, didn't see the angel, didn't see the tree, didn't see this, just saw colour. Did you think about fish fingers? No. Did you think about picking your dog up from the vets? No. Oh my God, you smashed it, lady. Or man. Because when you see colours, it may be that you just will work on colour. You may be seeing colours as spirit energy. So that's what you need to investigate as your own exciting journey. Seeing the colours, it could be, hang on a minute, what does that colour mean to me? I get that, I'm going to write that down. Oh, purple means this to me, purple means spiritual, white means purity, da-da-da. And then you might start seeing it around people's auras, and then you might start saying, oh my God, are you feeling like this? Yeah, how do you know? Because I can see the colour around you. You could be working on a colour frequency. So don't allow your logical mind to doubt, judge, or decide what you're being open to, because your path could be completely different to every other person on the planet. So go with what you're being shown, acknowledge it. If you get nothing, that is the best thing. Because if you're not thinking of human stuff and you're sitting in a sublime energy, you're just waiting for them to come in. It's the perfect environment for them to come in and do it. Come in and bring it. Come in and show it. So just give yourself a high five if that happens, because you're literally sitting in your own power and you are just charging up the massive frequency and vibrational love of the angel realms, the spirit realms, wherever you want to go, galactic realms, if you're a starseed, collecting back into the galactic realms. Oh my God, how amazing would that be? It's not amazing. You just literally send the intention, and wherever your soul needs to be, it will go to that layer. There is a whole world of magic and amazement, and we've all got access to it. So why not use it? Give it a go. I so want you to give me feedback on this one. I want to hear, come and put comments on my YouTube channel. I want to hear if you are new and have listened to this and thought, I'm going to give it a go. I want to hear the people that have thought, do you know what? This is what I saw. This is what I experienced. I want to know if any of you take this on board and go and do it, from scratch. I would love, love to know if I've helped anybody get onto our beautiful awakeness. I don't know what other word to call it. I want to know if I help anybody to wake up, to get into a meditation and then realise that they've got the whole of the universe. They've got access to it. You've got a VIP stage pass to it, backstage pass to it. It's just society tells you haven't. Give it a go. It can't hurt, can it? If anything, you're just going to have the most beautiful amount of relaxation you've ever had for half hour. And it's all free. If you want it to be, just go and just go and listen to anything on YouTube, listen to a bit of music. And then what happens is you know that you've advanced when you just want music to listen to, because you've got such a formatted way of getting to the source that you don't need someone to guide you anymore. And that's why I've provided channeled music. I've listened to music from the Seraphim. I've listened to music up in the spirit world. And then I thought, right, I need to recreate that. It's bloody hard. And the poor composer man, I was like, no, it's not right. It needs this and now. It needs that. And, you know, sound frequency is becoming a huge thing for healing, for, you know, activating crystals. It's just a massive thing at the moment. And it's all scientific. It's all there. It can all be proven. So music really will feed your soul. So if you feel you just want music and not the words, I've got loads of them there. But again, have a look on YouTube. If you want a specific one, a specific meditation for whatever you want, there will be a meditation there for you. I've even created a beginner's guide, which has just gone out actually, meeting your guide. Try that if you want. It's just, I'm trying to facilitate the easiest ways I can for you to get up to the spirit world or back to source. It's as simple as that. So that we can cope with our own lives. We can use it to whatever we want, our own benefit. Or if you're someone that wants to use it to help others, you know, just go organically with what your soul wants, what your intuition tells you to do. And I promise you, you will enter into a completely different new way of life where you'll get things that really frustrate you, really upset you. But then you look at the bigger picture and think, really? Everything is so much easier. You'll be led to things a lot easier as well. You'll be shown things. Don't take that one. I know that's the easy route. Take this hard route because it's going to be worth it. You'll just do it. And people go, what? What are you doing that for? Because I just know I have to. And then they'll see the beauty of what decision you've made and the fact that it's the most abundant way forward. So, darlings, meditation dedication. Meditation dedication. Give it a go. If you just want to start with being mindful while you're doing your favourite hobbies, do that. But personally, I would just grab a pair of earphones, get yourself in a place where you're not going to be disturbed, whack a guided meditation on and go with it. Keep practicing. Don't give up. Don't get yourself frustrated. It can take time for people that have got a really busy schedule or really busy down here, all right? But when it happens, it's like learning to ride a bike. When it happens, that's it. You'll be straight in. Sometimes, as I say, even now I get thought processes coming and I just go, no, go away, and I get back on it. Okay? I listen to my own ones. It's so funny. I think, oh my God, I'm listening to my own voice. That's so sad. But, you know, sometimes I need a guided meditation because I've got too much in my mind. Let me know how you get on. I would love to hear how you get on. Thank you so much for listening to this show. I absolutely love the fact that there are so many people listening. Please leave a review if you would like, because it really does help to show other people what it's all about. Until the next time, I've loved keeping it real with you. It's me, Nicky Allen.